So moving to the next topic here, Sue, and I want to. This one ties in. I have a little problem with the slide. Steve can edit that out. So with alignment, here's the question: is how do we really get the whole team believing in and working together to maximize incentive compensation? And Sue, I've done plenty of projects with your former company with Kiewit over the years, and I got to say, throughout the country, they've all generally been very, very much aligned. You know, not always. We're not always perfect. We're all humans, but boy, I've never seen such a level of alignment from different groups of people and everything like that. So, how did you guys get there? I'm sure you stumbled along the way. Tell us a quick story.
Well, the alignment really starts from the top. And in my days, it was a matter of whether you were going to have daily foreman meetings, weekly manager meetings, monthly senior manager meetings, quarterly executive meetings, whatever those were. This would be maybe not the incentive program itself, but how to maximize productivity, including what that all meant. It included equipment utilization. It included development of people. It included the incentive programs, all of those. But those things were first, I shouldn't say first, that's not right. With Kiewit, it's safety first, quality second, and then production third. So every agenda that anyone ever had, if it did not start with safety and then go to quality and then go to production, the agenda would be reworked, and that's what it was. But these types of things hit every agenda at every meeting, every time. So when the regional director, regional manager maybe had been at a meeting on the West Coast, when they went to a meeting in, say, Arizona, they brought the same message. That same message was then brought to the weekly managers meeting. Those managers would then take that same message to the, whether it was a safety or monthly meeting at a project. But the same message was over and over and over again, that it was open communication, it was continuous communication, it was the same communication, and they had, in the case of the incentive programs, had a very well-defined program. If people had a question, they could look it up and they would see the answer. So to me, it was an agenda item. It happened all the time. It was never skipped, and the program was always there to get definitive answers out of. So I'm sure you've seen something else, but that's what I've seen work.
Excellent. Courtney, anything to add to that one?
Not one quick thing is what I found it really helps a lot is to celebrate the wins. It's really easy to focus on the stuff that's not going well, but when you observe the great behaviors, that should be celebrated in each of these meetings that anybody has. So-and-so met their production goal for the first time. That is awesome. Way to go. All the way up through the senior executive level. And we find it's a lot easier to focus on the things that are not going like you'd like them to than to really celebrate the wins in the midst of some of the challenges.
Excellent point, and that's alignment. I think the programs where we see if the culture is in alignment, if the team's in alignment, it's the compensation programs or group of incentive benefits that really reward the whole team. Almost like we're in a village together and we have this farm, and this farm is producing so much grain. And we need to store some of that grain for winter, store some of that grain for a rainy day, and the rest of the grain really depends on how well we're going to eat throughout the year. And the programs that kind of break it down to being that simple. We're in a village, everybody's working together, we have to carry our weight. And by the way, sometimes during the course of a life together, somebody might get injured, somebody might get sick, and for a season, and the other team, the best incentive programs, everybody will step right, so to speak, and make up for that person that has fallen down for the year. And they won't do it with any animosity or anything like that. They will do it with excitement. Those are the programs that ultimately drive the long-term results.